All right, this first news story comes to us from IGN, written by George Yang over there. Starfield is delayed again. Launches in September. Bethesda has delayed Starfield once again, as the game will now launch in September for PC and Xbox Series X and S. There will also be a Starfield Direct on June 11th, right after the Xbox Games Showcase. And a new official launch date announcement trailer below, Bethesda's Todd Howard confirmed that the highly anticipated game will release this year. I've heard that one before. We have poured ourselves into this game, and even I'm surprised how much we can pour. What? It is large. We're playing the game all the time, he explained. Well, give it to us then. If you're playing it, why can't we play it? The Starfield Direct in June will provide a deep dive into the game, as Howard continued. There's so much that we will have to show you. The game has many of the hallmarks that you'd expect from us, but it's also a very unique experience. Earlier this year, Phil Spencer hinted that Microsoft and Xbox would have a presence around the E3 with his what is this? What is happening? With his Starfield Direct lining up perfectly. The game was originally set to launch on November 11th, 2022, but was delayed into the first half of 2023, and now finally confirmed for September. That's it for this article. There's not much more to it other than it got delayed, but just how bizarre is, I don't know, the whole business around this game, because I just don't understand what how could it be that far off? How can your target be that far off? Is what I'm
because it was never they were never ready in the first place. I think honestly that was Xbox pushing them, being like, hey, we need something. You can put it out and figure it out, but we need to put something on the board, because they haven't really put out a game of substance outside of Hi-Fi Rush in like the last year or so. And it seems like that trend is going to continue, because one good game a console purchase does not make. And the reaction to this online was definitely one of, well, people were upset, and I think they honestly are well within their right to be, of course, within reason. Don't go threatening developers or anything like that, like those dumbos like to do sometimes.
Yeah.
But that last, development is tough. Making a game is no small feat, of course. But Xbox said that at the last showcase that this was stuff coming out in the next, 6 months? 12 months, something like that?
No, it was the next year, because it was in the summer, and they said within the next, so by next E3, basically, like everything should be out. Was the idea. So
and now here we are, right? Starfield was the big push, the big marquee title, and it's moved out of those 12 months.
Yeah.
So had I still been an Xbox owner, which I'm formerly one, I would have definitely been upset, because what am I playing?
Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm not. Yeah, look, Hi-Fi Rush is phenomenal, right? It is in my top games of the year right now. At this point, that game is not worth $300.
No, oh no,
asking price to step into the door. It's not. I don't think there's. I could maybe count on 3 fingers games that, like, if it was only on that platform, I would break for it, right? Mm-hmm. But you're asking people, even with Game Pass, to A, pay at least $300 to get in the door, or B, have a beefy enough gaming rig to really get the best experience out of Game Pass, which is exponentially more than $300. So I don't know. I don't know how they justify this. Yeah, there's really no way to.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it a few times, but it's just like, I'm not sure what they're doing over at Xbox. Like, it's such a bummer, because they have a plethora of just fantastic game studios that they've acquired over the last 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. And yeah, with nothing to show for it. And it's sad, is really, like, for a while it was frustrating and annoying, but I'm at the point now where I'm just like sad about it now. I'm like, man, like, all these awesome studios that probably want to put out cool things and just aren't or can't, or I don't know what the deal
Or
whether
don't.
I don't know whether it's Xbox's problem, like they're making them hold back, or if it's the studios are dragging their feet. I don't know whose fault it is, but either way, it's a sad situation because there's like a lot of talent that's locked up, and it's like, man, why can't they just get something out there?
It's a mixture, right? Because every Microsoft Studios game that has come out since the start of the X and S generation has been, you know, bad to middling, bad to okay. So it's honestly kind of on the devs too. If they're not getting enough time from the top brass at Xbox to make the games that they want to make, or if they just aren't up to snuff to make those games, it's they I don't know, they just, it feels like they've been dealt a bad hand. I really think Xbox has too much going on.
Yeah, just too much.
And it's too late to take it back.
Yeah. They have too many like plates spinning right now, and on top of that, they're trying to still acquire more studios. It's like they can barely, they're still adjusting to like handling all the studios they already acquired, and then
but like, even before,
bring in the dump truck, bring in more, back it up.
But even before this, like back in the Xbox One days, it was the same deal where we barely got. What did we get? We got Gears 5, which was good. We got Forza, which was good. Halo 5 was not that great. I'm being, polite.
I'm generous on that one, yeah.
But it's the same deal, right? There were droughts way back in the Xbox One generation. And you're right, Garrett. They have all the pieces, right? They have the fantastic developers. The Series S and the Series X are both excellent pieces of kit, but there's nothing to use on them that you can't get elsewhere.
Right.
So,
yeah. I really enjoyed Jeff Grubb's tweet from last week when this news came out. He said, impressed that Xbox was able to make June 2022 to September 2023 go by in just 12 months. I love that. It's totally like tongue in cheek because sarcastic. Sometimes he's a real jerk, but other times he's like, he's a real good, like he has some funny one-liners sometimes.
But bringing it back to the news about Starfield, this is honestly taking all the wind out of my sails for it.
Yeah.
Like we were already kind of standoffish at the first preview of it, but now seeing that they need more time after more time, which granted take all the time you need to make the game that you want to make, but something's up and they're not saying what it is, that they have to take almost an extra entire year to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, if it comes out and it's good, fantastic. But I don't know. I have concerns.
Yeah. 100%.
And I think I'm warranted to have them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone's concerns are like, if someone didn't have concerns, I would be concerned. If someone was like, no, this is fine, this is normal, I'd be like, yeah, are you sure about that?
Right.
Like, there's some issues here. Like, thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the whole episode, the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.